What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Baby Baseball channel. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. And today we don't have happy news regarding one of Major League Baseball's brightest young stars. It looked like this guy had a future as an absolute superstar and maybe even future Hall of Famer. Talking about Wander Franco. And all of a sudden, he was placed on administrative leave. Now, we're familiar with that because of the Trevor Bauer saga, so we all know administrative leave means you're not playing anymore, you're not showing up to the ballpark, still getting paid, but administrative leave until further notice. We just can't have you out there because, there's some bad stuff attached to you right now. We just can't have you out there playing. That's basically what it is. So even though at the time he hadn't been arrested, they placed him on administrative leave for possible relationships with underage people. I mean, that's what it straight up says. Underage people prompted the league to begin the investigation. So they began an investigation. And then not too long ago, back on December 18th, we got word that he didn't show up for a summoning in the Dominican Republic. Did not show up, had dismissed his legal team. And at this point in time, it was like, uh-oh, this is serious crap right here. And this guy may never play baseball again. And now he has finally shown up. And he's been arrested in the Dominican, accused of relationship with a minor. Arrested Monday, which was yesterday, in Puerto Plata, in the north of the Dominican Republic, after he presented himself before officials to answer accusations from the public ministry about allegations of having a relationship with a minor. We saw some photographs of the minor, and we're not talking about a 17-year-old, which would still be illegal. The age of consent, the age of that in Dominican Republic is 18, just like in the United States. Apparently, this girl was 14 years old. There have been reports of her being as young as 14 years old during their relationship. He denied it originally. Said they say that I'm in public with a little girl, that I'm running around with a minor. People don't know what to do with their time. They don't know what they're talking about. That was the original response for Wander Franco. But now he's been arrested. The judge refused to give statements. And after this arrest, the Dominican Public Ministry has 48 hours to present evidence and petitions regarding Franco to the judge. Petitions can be coercive measures like keeping him arrested. They have to decide if he stays in prison for 48 hours. On December 28th, Franco defied a summons to appear, as I said, before a specialized prosecutor's office for children and adolescents after having dismissed his former lawyers. So this has been just a crazy, crazy situation right here. I mean, I would think they would have to prove he had more than just a relationship. I mean, it had to be an actual serious, like, boyfriend-girlfriend thing where, they're doing things that boyfriend and girlfriends do, which is what would get him arrested, I would think, which would get him serious charges. But even if somehow these charges get dropped, they're not able to prove that. Maybe, witnesses aren't able to, whatever the case. Let's say this doesn't he doesn't end up in prison for a whole long time. Charges dropped. He doesn't get any official charges or convictions against him. Will MLB have him back? We've seen with Trevor Bauer, he ain't coming back. And Bauer even put out a tweet. And Bauer says, scenario, a company has posted a job opening. You apply, the company rejects your application before the interview process, stating that your skill is not the reason for the rejection, but they don't think it would be good for public relations being associated with you. Clearly, he's talking about himself and Major League Baseball. You find this odd because you already trained some of their employees for free, and the company is aware of it and totally fine with it. The same company then sends a representative who happens to be a friend of yours to ask for a background information on a candidate they're considering hiring for the position you applied for. The person they're considering hiring is also a friend of yours. On one hand, you could help provide the background information, thereby helping both of your friends. On the other hand, a company that refused to give you the interview is now seeking your help for free in multiple ways behind the scenes. It doesn't sit well with you. What do you do? He's talking about himself here, evidently. So obviously, Major League Baseball is not having him back. None of the teams are having him back. And if he can't get back in the game, I don't know about Wander Franco. Now, Wander Franco didn't have as much, I would say, controversies before this incident. So he may have a better shot to get back. Plus, he's much younger, and he is probably better. Let's just be honest. He plays a different position, but at his age, he's got a brighter future for sure. Trevor Bauer's had some good and bad seasons, and obviously he's still good, and he's still good enough to play Major League Baseball, but it's more understandable to teams to be like, let's pass on Bauer. But could Wander Franco come back to the league someday? It kind of depends on this whole case. I think if everything gets dropped, if he doesn't get convicted, there's a chance some team will bring him back. I mean, he'll continue his career somewhere. In the Dominican, somewhere he's going to play. Mexican League, somewhere he'll play major league, or he'll play professional baseball, maybe not Major League Baseball, but is his career over already? I mean, I hate that that's possible, because I do believe you should be given every chance to prove or either prove your innocence or at least get a non-guilty verdict in court. You get a non-guilty verdict or charges not even filed, like in the case of Trevor Bauer. It's hard for me to just think you should just cancel someone and say, well, you're guilty just by association, just by having this attached to your name, you're done. I don't know. I don't really like that, because there are innocent people, but this looks really bad for sure. And we'll just have to see how it goes. But, what do you think? Is Wander done? Is Wander Franco done? A guy just finished third in the Rookie of the Year, and then he was an all-star last year. Just an incredible young talent. He was 23 years old. Check that, 22 years old. I mean, he's going to be 23 coming into this season, but he's 22 at the moment. I mean, that's insane, and his career could be over. And he just recently, a year or two ago, signed that massive 11-year extension. This is absolutely crazy. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll talk to you next time.